Faggots and ingots. You guys like that last one I posted on Disinfowars? Anyhow, what are we going to talk about today? It's the 4th of October. Halloween's right around the corner. And you can tell from the title of this, I've never talked about, in the 5 years that I've been doing YouTube and videos, I've never spoken about astrology. I've never talked about that. The fact that, yeah, I do read astrological charts and I use astrology from time to time. Not too often, but I've got a really unique way of looking at charts, and it's very different from your standard astrological reader. I don't listen to what anybody says, and the intel that I got on how to do the charts goes way, 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 way back. So, but I want to get to it today because it's really very important. There's a huge, I would say, an energy anomaly coming up on the 7th of October through the 8th of October, like in 3 days, 4 days. And I spoke about it a little bit on Disinfowars about will Osiris appear, question mark, question mark. That's the type of huge energy that this anomaly is producing and providing. Now, the interesting thing about astrology is it's all based on interpretation. They're planets with energy, magnetism in certain locations, and that's all you have to go on. There's no pure definition. Definitions can change over time, and that's why it's very difficult to interpret. So understand this, that this energy anomaly is from the galactic center through this energetic solar system. And it's working itself from Pluto through our moon into our planet Earth. Okay? And again, the definitions for astrology are only going on the planets, so it's not a hit or miss, but it can be difficult from times. But this is what I'm reading. Pluto, a lot of astrologers will say, is the planet of corporation. It's the planet of change. It's the planet of big institutions. It's the planet of big government. That's sort of correct, but not really. Pluto is the planet of leverage, okay? Because Pluto is so, like the sun is here, because Pluto is so far away from the sun, it has a lot of leverage. If Pluto was here for Mercury, it would have to move 1,000 yards to have the leverage that if Pluto was out here, could move 2 inches. So it's the planet of leverage. It doesn't have to move that far to have big repercussions in the rest of the solar system. It's like when you're holding a hammer, okay, and you're trying to hammer with holding it up by the head of it, okay? You're not going to get that much leverage. You can't really pound the nail in that well. But if you hold it back on the end of the handle and then you hit the nail, oh man, that's where all the leverage and the power comes from. Okay, so that's what Pluto is. It's the planet of leverage, all right? And it's going to exude its leverage on the 7th. But this is the key to it. It's working through our moon. That's the key to it. It's not Pluto working on Mother Earth. It's Pluto working on the moon of Mother Earth. And for Earthlings here, like us, the moon represents a lot of different things. People will say that the moon represents the mother. Sun represents the father. Other people will say that the moon represents the metal silver. Other people will say that the moon is an anomaly, that size should not dictate its position being there, therefore it's fake or artificial or it's hollowed out. There's a lot of different descriptions and definitions. How I see it is this. I'm going to take the mother definition or female definition. So it's Pluto, the planet of great leverage, from the galactic sun, working through the moon, which is the mother, which is the female. Now, this is the key to it. Because yes, females can be docile and sweet and innocent and nice, and men are usually attributed with being shorter verbally, not expressing themselves, not as much emotion, more domineering, so to speak, male aggression. Okay. I don't read it that way. Females, when you get a woman on her high horse, when you piss them off, they can be the most treacherous, vicious individuals on this planet. Period. Period. You got to look at the negative also. I don't look at this as a motherly thing. I look at this as there's going to be some fucking ass fucking kicking. And I don't know who's going to get it. I don't know if it's even going to be in the mainstream media. It might stay behind the scenes. But I think that the planet of leverage is going to move through the mother, or the Isis vibration energy, the contrapositive to Osiris, and is going to kick some major fucking ass on this planet. So if a bank like Barclays goes down, if Glencore, there's another huge announcement for Glencore, if basically ISIS gets its ass fucking kicked in Syria from Putin, okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of energy that's there. Also, if silver goes through the roof on that day, 4 or 5 points, okay, that would be another indication of that. Also, let me express this. The inflection point of the 7th or the 8th does not necessarily mean it has to happen on that date, okay? It's pretty much from that date forward. That energy will be more a part of the world. Again, it's different to delineate because you only have planets, but as far as an energy signature on the 7th, this is the most intense, magnified, huge, not insidious, but encrypted, I guess you could say, because I had to look really hard to find this in the astrological charts, and when I found it, I was like, oh my goodness, it's enormous. When you put it all together, it's almost bigger than the 2012 alignment. In fact, it is bigger because it's more concentrated, it's more centralized. So again, this is what I'm looking for. Galactic central sun working through Pluto. Pluto is the planet of leverage, working through the moon, the mother, but I would take the kick-ass side of the female persona. It's like a grizzly bear when you mess with her cubs. She just snaps, gone. That's it. You're not going to stop her until she's done with you, period. That's what I see. But this is the thing. What comes out of it is going to be an incredible amount of good. There's a very beautiful side to it. So again, I don't know. It could be Barclays Bank. It could be UBS. It could be some scandal that finally makes it to the public sphere. It could be silver. It could be Putin in Syria kicking ISIS's ass, because ISIS is the premier female energy source next to Osiris. This goes back to ancient times. So this is why I made the comment 10:7 through 10:8. Will Osiris appear? On Disinfowars. Basically what I'm clarifying that today, and I'm precisely documenting exactly what's going on, okay? So we'll have to see. Again, you know, astrology cannot come out in the mainstream. It can come out, you know, behind the scenes. There might be a huge event that happens behind the scenes that we don't even hear about. So I'm not trying to get too excited about this, because that could happen. But if it comes out of the mainstream media, it's going to be a big day. And there's going to be a lot of chatter about it. So let's just keep our eyes and ears open. And I wanted to say that's the topic for today. I'm going to try and get some more public videos out, guys. I've been a little lax, but as my members know on Disinfowars, I've been through a ton of crap the last 3 or 4 months. Not really bad stuff, just things that took a lot of my energy to deal with. And I've got to prioritize the things that I'm working through, and I couldn't really get to doing these public videos. So, okay, that's it for today. What, Sunday? Yeah, 10/7 through 10/8. Mark the calendar. See ya.